corporation was in there. I said, "Who are you? You important? Sit down. You need to hear this." And I spit the whole story out for them, and by the end, they were both in tears. I went to a gender group after that, and there was people in there at that time who known me for 10, 12 years, knew who I was, what I was capable of, what I was like. I told them, they came up to me crying afterwards. "Where were you standing when that happened? I want to feel that." I told my story. I had people come up to me, ask me the same thing, but you inspired me. I've never inspired nothing in nobody except fear and disgust. It wasn't me, it was my father. And then after that, there was just times where I had answers for people that I have no idea where they came from. We were in these little groups the one day. It was me, this other guy, that John D dude, and me, 4 people. And this guy's talking about how the guilt, he was a special ops guy, and I guess he shot someone in front of a child. And it was eating him. Like you could see the pain in this dude's face. And I still don't know where it came from. I said, what if that guy was going to become the next Hitler? What if he was going to murder millions of people? And he never even thought about it. He cried. My anger, I got rid of it then and took it back. A problem with rage. Somebody was doing something in group one day that, before that experience, it would have set me off. The anger left through my stomach. I felt the anger go, it was just gone. Now the rest of the miracle is that, after that my father and family came up to see me, and when I told them, my father cried like I've never seen him cry before. He'd waited his whole life. He was an alcoholic. He wasn't a good father. But I was still his son. He waited his whole life for his son to get better. And that was the first day, after 20-some years of life, that he met his son. I went back to jail, and when I was in jail, I was on the maximum security block, saw the escapes. I was in with all the murderers, serial killers, the whole works. There was one dude who was on death row, got his death sentence overturned, and was in the county waiting to try to get his regular sentence overturned, which thank God they didn't, because this dude was just a straight serial killer. Tie people to trees and stab them just for fun. I went cell to cell to cell to cell to cell, told every single person. I bet when I was in that dude's cell, he was sick to his stomach. I bet he could not wait till I got out of his cell. I think about it now, I should have started casting things out of people while I was there. Everybody went to court like, I'm better. Nobody would have believed him. But I go back to jail, and it didn't matter. They could have stuck me in a cardboard box, taped me shut, and put me in somebody's basement. I was free. I didn't care where they put me. That was the first time in my life I was ever free. And I was in prison. Nothing touched me. Nothing bothered me. Nothing fazed me. I had peace, like a peace you can't even imagine. It's time to go get sentenced. I'm already serving a 2 to 4, 2.5 to 5, my 3rd felony, 3 escape. Whatever. I can go into court like, I don't even care. You could send me away for the next 7 years. I'm good to go. Like, this is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Whatever. I get to court. I get up in front of the judge, and I say some stupid thing about, well, I didn't pull a Hugo Zielinski and climb down the sheets and da-da-da. I'm an idiot. So, when I get to court, my counselor's there. I thought, well, he's going to speak on my behalf, trying to get me a lesser sentence. Whatever, don't care. He gets up in front of that judge and says, Your Honor, I submit to you that this is not the same person you've been dealing with for years. We would really like to help him. We're willing to give him a place to live and a job. What? Really? The judge says, all right, 1 to 2 years. You're immediately furloughed to clear book, Mr. Welges. Good luck. I was floored. There's only one thing that could have done that, and that was God. Because what that judge did was illegal. Completely illegal. I was serving state prison sentences in the county, which means Department of Corrections had jurisdiction over me. The judge put something that he retained jurisdiction somewhere. There was no legal standing for it. The DA appealed it. I still have the appeals, probably this thick. Supreme Court shot down the DA, denied. He stays where he is. I'm free. I left prison that day and went to work at a rehab. I'm speechless, because even just thinking about it still floors me. And now when I left, usually when they leave, they lift up this sally port, this gate. As soon as it was high enough, I was under it and gone, because I expected every time I left to get swarmed again and taken right back in. And whenever I left, it's like, oh, thank God I'm out. But I knew in the back of my head, well, how long this time? 3 weeks, a month, 6 months? How long can I go before they catch me again? I waited till that thing went up and walked out and knew that I never have to go back there again. Never. I was free. Not just free, I was free. So I go to the rehab and I'm doing they started me in janitorial and I was in the kitchen. They were going to train me as an RT and pay for me to go to school and everything. And now this goes to what I've been called for. When I was there, and even after that, when I first got out, my grandmother came and picked me up one day and we're out. Listen, when I talked to God, it was like I had a tin can telephone line. Because I would say something and I would get an answer. Like that. Instantaneous. Not some, like sometimes I'd get like the sign, like something, I drive by a sign and just laugh because whatever I was talking to him about, I just passed a billboard with an answer or a song. But the rest of the time, he spoke directly to me. And I know people aren't going to believe it and whatever. That's on you, man. Like, the part of me that is a flawed human wants to say, I swear on this, I swear on that, and pump it up and be like, listen, you have... My Father teaches me, let your answer be yes or no. Let your words be the truth. That's the truth. That's the most beautiful feeling too. To be that close. He's amazing. He's so amazing. So, I was there the one day, working, and this girl came in as a patient, and she, as soon as I saw her, like I was just drawn to her, there was something about her, and I could not place my finger on what it was. Well, we're in the detox one morning, and I'm cleaning, and this girl bugs out, starts putting her fist through windows, flipping out. They chase everybody out so they can restrain her. I walk outside and I'm leaning against that wall where that Lauren girl was, and the sky kind of opened up again, and I hear this voice, go. You can fix her. I heard it twice. And I leaned up off the wall and I went to go in and I thought, this is nuts. Like, I can't be casting demons out of people. This stuff ain't. Like, I doubted it. And what I really thought was, if I walk in there, they're going to throw me back out. Or if I walk in there and get near her, put my hand on her head and start casting demons out of her. But it doesn't matter. It didn't matter. I should have did it. I should have did it. I still wonder about that girl. I saw somebody on here the other day who I think it might have been. She's a diehard Christian now, man. And if it's her, thank God. Because I let her down. And I let my father down. And I let myself down. I heard it as clear as day. Go. you can fix her. Just like that. Until this second, I have no doubt that if I walked in there, I'd have pulled it right out. He called me for that. I have always had an instinct for when I was in great harm or great danger, or like I could always see things that other people really don't. And that was just because of him. Now, after that, I took my will back.